What's up, guys? Welcome back to SoberTube. Today's episode is called Is AA a Cult? Welcome back to my channel. SoberTube is a place where you get information about addiction recovery, drugs and alcohol abuse from a guy that's 9 years sober, that's been through it, that will give you raw information. Is Alcoholics Anonymous and 12-Step Fellowships a cult? I've been asked that a million times, and I have a bunch of people who I interact with and have encountered in the past 9 years of my sobriety, that when I tell them, I got sober by doing the 12 steps and by doing a big book and by joining a fellowship, they're like, oh man, I can't do that because you joined a cult, or that's a cult, or it's all about God. Listen, you have to be able to realize in recovery and in addiction, active addiction, when your disease is making decisions for you. So if you think about 12-step meetings and you immediately want to knock it, just remember that's your disease that likes to knock everything that's good for you. And it's also a cop-out to make a statement like that, because in reality it's either fear of the unknown or just pure laziness. It's the way I felt my whole life when I was like, I really want to join a gym, but when I realized when I got to the gym I had to work out and run on a treadmill and lift weights and do all this stuff, the easiest thing for me to do would just be like, I'm not going there, and make up some excuse. Is Alcoholics Anonymous a cult? Absolutely not. Is that an absolutely closed-minded, ridiculous, ignorant statement? Unfortunately, yes, it is. And I'm sorry to speak so harsh, but that's why SoberTube was created, so that you can get non-BS realities and truths about addiction recovery. Am I running around with the Bible in my hand? Can't wait to get to every single 12-step meeting? Absolutely not. I don't like going to school, but when I go to school, I get a diploma. I don't like going to the gym, but when I go, I get in shape. And I don't always like going to 12-step fellowships, but when I go to 12-step fellowships and I follow the 12 steps, I get sober. And we, as addicts, got to remember that our impulse and our first thought when we think and we're told to do something is to rebel against it and let our disease say horrible things about it. You got to realize when your disease is trying to hurt you. Okay? Abstinence is putting down drugs and alcohol and trying to stay sober on your own. History tells me that Brian doesn't stay sober just by willpower. And the one thing that I did differently once in my life, and the way that I got 9 years sober, was by doing the 12 steps and joining a fellowship that I didn't want to be involved in. Now, what is a cult? Do they give you juice and then you drink it and then you die? That is an ignorant, ridiculous statement. It is absolutely not true. The 12-step fellowships, my definition is, it's a book that was written in the 1930s by people got sober and that did some trial and tribulations, learning how to recover the right way. And it's 12 steps, which are a guide to living a life of sobriety. The 12 steps help you deal with the past and teach you how to make good decisions, and if you make a mistake, to heal from them, to apologize, to make amends, and to forgive yourself and other people for all of the wrongs that you have done and for all the people that have wronged you. To have and find peace in this world and to bring good things there, to bring good things to the world, which is something that addicts in recovery just don't do. So, 12 steps is a really cool thing. It's a thing for people that don't want to do it, that can get so much from it. Open your mind, don't be closed-minded. Realize when your disease is trying to keep you away from things that you need, and wave the white flag and give something a try. Even if it's difficult, it might change your life. My name is Brian. Plus subscribe, get involved in your recovery. I'll see you on the next episode.